Okay, so I did promise a figure review for most of these feature breakers. So here it is. Okay, we got vintage, I think vintage, G1 Constructicons. Well, 4 out of the 6 of them. Unfortunately, Bone Crusher's in half, and I cannot find him anywhere. And Hook is, well, also dead, technically, and I can also not find his parts, so unfortunately we cannot make Devastator, and we also don't have his parts either. But we got these, plus Double Cross. Here we have Scavenger. He's a decent excavator, decent articulation with the excavator. His transformation sequel, is simple. Just like that. And then his arms just extend out. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Here we have Scavenger in his robot mode. It is very flimsy. Not surprising coming from a G1 toy. This is an actual toy, which I'd like to call figures. I want to refer to it as figures because I'm not a child. And yet I'm using these for my series. Yeah. Anyways, we also got a secret feature that I don't think I've shown anyone. Boy, this should not be for kids. This should not be for kids. This is a penis. This is a penis. If I were, should I put this in the movies? I mean, if Revenge of the Fallen could get away with it by showing Devastator's testicles, then I could get away with showing this little thing. I am violating him right now. I am so sorry. Okay. I can only assume this is what he would look like as his arm mode. As Devastator's arm mode. Like this. Hopefully. I don't know. Anyways, that's Scavenger. Moving on to Mixmaster. This thing spins. Decent little cockpit in here. Transformation simple. Extend the arms. Flip the thing. And yeah, there's Mixmaster. A little bit of an arm swivel, which is pretty good. But this is what I would assume is the actual transformation for the leg. Now that looks like a legit leg. Here we have Long Haul. I'd like to assume this is the tank of the Constructicons. It's a decent, hold on, I should show the truck. I need to show the truck before I transform it. Decent looking truck. Or whatever. Oh, wait. Dump truck, that's right. Although, kids would want to, of course, have it actually dump. It does that, but the legs do tend to separate quite surprisingly easily. And the wheels, so will the wheels, they will also, just follow the dumping part or whatever. But that's for the transformation. Flip the head up. This head's very loose. Anyways, here we have long haul. Show his head. There's long haul. Yeah. That's him. I can try to assume that this would be the crotch. He forms the crotch of Devastator. I'd assume he needs to, there has to be a part. There are parts of him that needs to attach in order to actually make Devastator. Anyways, here we have Scrapper. A decent, whatever this thing's called. Transformation simple. Flip these up and pull the head out. And you know, as the leader, I wouldn't really expect to be a leg. But I can only assume this is what it is. And yes, I am doing it in the right way. It's just like a mirror, because the camera's like a mirror, not a legit like one-to-one thing. It's like a mirror. So here's long haul, and then yeah, I'd assume that would be Devastator. There's a bottom part, including the crotch. Here we have double cross. Yes, the eyes are painted. Well, actually, just Sharpied, because I Sharpied them. Because I always thought that these holes where the hinges go were the eyes. I was mistaken. The mouths do open. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they do have this feature where with heat, this thing will show its faction. This is legit what you have to do. And then, wait, it disappeared. Come on! Just give me a chance! Please! Alright. Quickly before it disappears. You could see it a little bit. It's supposed to look like an Autobot symbol. An Autobot insignia. Although you could have just looked at this wing and assumed it was an Autobot. Meanwhile, these are actually... I mean, I think every single one of these has that feature, because I assume... I'm pretty sure these were introduced in, like, Season 1 or 2. Season 3 or 4. So, hold on. There, Decepticon logo. Or a little bit of it. Anyways, transformation. These actually have ratcheting joints, which is fine, I guess. But it would be a little irritating for the parents. Separate the tail. So far, so good. Just like that. He did come with a gun, but unfortunately I can't find it. Here we have double cross in this robot mode, which is pretty cool, honestly. Although, quick problem. You see, I have like a little bit of a problem with hands of beast heads. Hands looking like beast heads. which can't really be taken off and replaced with an actual hand. How does he wipe his booty hole? How does he wipe this? How does he wipe this? Oh, and also there's like a feature where if you push this button a little bit, sparks will come out. Come on, you're embarrassing me. Yeah, it has like a sparking feature to make them shooting fire. Anyways, that's all the G1 era figures I have. Let's see. I'm not doing the Hero Masters review, although I do have a Hero Masters Autobot, I assume. I'm thinking it's Ape-Link. I'm trying to have it like it's Ape-Link, although I doubt it is Ape-Link. You'll see when I make the movie, the first movie. Let's see which. Oh, right, here it is. I just need to. Actually, let's reveal them both. Yeah, let's reveal them both. Here we got Predaking. And Studio Series Age of Extinction Grimlock, which, fun fact, he is actually the 7th Studio Series figure in the whole franchise and the whole thing. Comparing them together, Grimlock is significantly a little bit bigger than Predaking. When I first got him, I thought of him as a masterpiece. Although I didn't really want to pose him a lot, I was too scared to do so. I was a coward. But I'll try to pose him. Has some decent posing now. Unfortunately, his eyes do not light up. Meanwhile, Predaking, lots of ratcheting joints for a Transformers Prime figure. Biggest concerns. I almost went deaf. Anyways, their transformations are somewhat simple. Predaking, I actually got this from a friend of mine. That I'd assume would not want to be on my channel or revealed. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways. Put it on. here's Predaking's Dragon Mode, which is, well, okay, alright. It is actually pretty decent, with decent articulation. Oh wait, got the tail on. For some reason it comes with a sword, instead of a gun. I mean, it did have a gun, I just lost, I'd assume that my friend lost it somewhere. There we go. Much better. You might be wondering what happened to his wings. I broke them off accidentally. When I was in my, I used to like Power Rangers when I was in 5th grade, when I was 11. I am now 14 and much more mature than my 11-year-old self. Hopefully I'm much more mature. I don't know. Still figuring stuff out. I was thinking this is Serpentera. Even though I would have thought this was an Autobot or Predacon. I did not think it was a Predacon at all. Until I watched the YouTubers Ironhide versus movie Ironhide versus Rhinox thing, and saw this familiar face of a dragon, including wings. Yeah. And then I saw it introduced in Transformers Prime. As you can see, they traded off the easy to transform thing for extra posability. And that's Predacon. Meanwhile, Grimlock, decent, good articulation. I don't really mess with him a bunch. Too scared to. It's cowardice. I was cowardly before, but I am doing it now. Transformations, simple. Horn goes down. Flip the legs like this, which is genius because, you know, not all people like T-Rex feet as actual feet. Doing that. Open up this. Flip it here. Tail. You know, I didn't really like the Wrecking Ball beforehand. I mean, I wish they could have switched it out. This does not look like a very comfortable tail. It's very pointy. Although still pretty cool, don't get me wrong. There. Separate the legs. His crotch is in half. And as we officially reached the 20-minute mark, I officially put the legs on. This isn't it, it's just... You might be wondering, he's stuck with a T-Rex booty hole. No, he's not. See, one of the heads is not like the others. One of them's meant to be split in half. And covering the tail like this. It's pretty cool. It's also got magnets. I forgot about the magnets. That extends. That goes there. There we go. Okay. Jaw, mouth, a jaw, head, combined together to make a head. To make a head. There we go. Straightening up everything, and here we got Grimlock. And his Age of Extinction in T-Rex mode. Pretty good figure. I wish the mouth would have opened a little wider. I'm too afraid of putting in a, like a Decepticon, because although Grimlock likes to munch metal, you can't really munch metal with rubber frickin' teeth. That will easily bend if you keep it in there for a while. So yeah. I don't want to accidentally bend the teeth. That would really suck. It's really annoying. Especially the horns. It's like uneven and stuff. Of course, some people would like to actually extend the mouth like this. This is not what... I mean, this is not... This is not normal. This should not be happening. I mean, sure, you can have it like this. This actually looks nice. But not like... At least not like this. That would be just... Why? Anyways, that's Age of Extinction Grimlock. Alright, I think I'm able to do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Let's put this to back. '86 Studio Series 86 Grimlock and Willy. Moving on with, let's just start with Willy. He comes with a slingshot, no sets of articulation besides ball joints on the legs, no ball joints at the knees, unfortunately. Ball joints at the arms, that's all. Although he does sit on Grimlock's shoulder. And unfortunately, I will be adding him. Comes with a gun, which you can attach to one of his arms with this thing here. There you go. It's hollow plastic. Let's just start with articulation. He has ankle swivel. Wrist can move like this. Elbows are like, they like attach to this thing. Make sure it doesn't get separated in the transformation mode. Make sure it doesn't get wonky. Head has a decent ball joint. Can look down pretty good. Up pretty good. Left, right, 360. I don't like these, the kibble here. Specifically these two parts. It just doesn't look that good. You might be wondering, you might be thinking, just put it like this. It does look better in the back. I mean in the front, but the back, no. So yeah. Here's him holding his gun. Unfortunately, Swoop has his sword. Studio Series 86 Swoop has his sword. Which unfortunately you could not make Volcanicus at least 86 Studio Series figures. But it is some decent articulation. I mean, and pretty good alt mode. You see, I like to put these back nails like with the hands, so like it doesn't just look like it was placed. The feet were, the hands were like coming out of the feet like that. I want it to be like unique. These hands go in. Oh, these back things go out like this. Tail comes out like this. Two halves of it, of course. And then horse. Alright, jokes aside, just moves down like this. Its elbows could like move like there for like a transformation sequence, of course. Head, so this head replaced with head, so no head, and then the kibble finally has a use, for it is the chest. It's a pretty good dino mode. My cat agrees. Okay. Mouth opens, neck moves, arms have ball joints. Legs have articulation. The tail, unfortunately, does not really move that good. Doesn't move at all. You can attach the gun onto his booty hole. Like, hold on, I gotta like put it on. Like this. Really goes on. There's like a thing here, and then here. And then there you go. Studio Series 86 Grimlock. Pretty good night. Pretty neat. It's amazing. Excellent. That's it for the reviews. Hopefully see you when I come with more content. Bye.